guys, let me explain the topic of oogenesis. Okay, so oogenesis means, first let's learn what is oogenesis. Okay, oogenesis means the process of formation of mature female gamete, that is process of formation of this ovum, okay, mature female gamete. This process is called oogenesis. Clear? Now let's learn the process of oogenesis one by one. This process actually starts when a female girl is in her mother's womb itself. Okay, so it starts in the sense oogonia has formed. Oogonia is also called as the gamete mother cell. Okay, so gamete mother cell will get formed when the baby is in her mother's womb. Okay, millions of oogonia will get formed when oogonia will get formed once the baby got outside, that is once the baby came to the earth, came outside the mother's womb. No more oogonia will be added. Clear? No more oogonia will be formed. This oogonia will undergo mitotic differentiation. And they will be changed to primary oocyte. Okay, primary oocyte. In this primary oocyte, how it looks I will explain you then. This primary oocyte will undergo first meiotic division. Okay, first meiotic division. It will not continue, guys. It will stop. Okay, it will be stopped. This first meiotic division will get stopped. Okay, now let me stop the explanation of here and let me come to the primary oocyte. Okay, let me write it here. So actually primary oocyte will look like this. Okay, primary oocyte. This is primary oocyte and these are the cells, granulosa cells. Okay, so these granulosa cells are there in the primary oocyte. Clear? So these cells are granulosa cells. Okay, now this is called primary follicle. Okay, primary follicle is nothing but primary oocyte. Okay, so primary follicle is nothing but a primary oocyte. Okay, so first meiotic division got stopped in the primary oocyte stage. Right now I also stopped explaining this and now I am coming to what happens next. Not what happens next. I am taking primary follicles and how it looks. Okay, now let's go back there. This first meiotic division will get stopped, right? Yes, in this stopping stages, this primary follicles that were there when the baby came out of the mother's womb, now many of the primary follicles will get degenerated. Okay, in the starting I have told when a girl baby came from when she is there in the mother's womb, she has million primary follicles. Once she came out, till she reaches her puberty, many degeneration of primary follicles will take place and the remaining primary follicles will be 60,000 to 80,000 only. Okay, first millions are there, now 60,000 to 80,000 are only there. Clear? Now once she attained this baby girl attained puberty, what happens is this primary oocyte will start changing. That is, first meiotic division will end. At that time the primary oocyte will not look the same as we saw before. What are the changes it is going to take place? That one let's see. Okay, so this primary follicle is there, right? Once she attained puberty, what happens to this primary follicle is that this primary follicle will change into secondary follicles. Okay, so while changing into secondary follicles, let me it has some modifications. So what happens is it has the primary oocyte and some more layers of granulosa cells will get formed, and a layer of theca will also get formed. Okay, this is theca. A layer of theca will get formed. This is secondary follicles. Okay, once the secondary follicle is reached, then tertiary follicle will arise. Now let's see how tertiary follicle will look like. So it will look like this. It has the oocyte and more layer of granulosa cells will come, and with that a cavity called antrum. Let me consider this at antrum. Okay, this is the cavity antrum, and the theca layer will be of two now. Inner theca interna and outer theca externa. Clear? This is inner theca and this is outer theca. Okay, this is how tertiary follicle will look like. Tertiary follicle is nothing but the secondary oocyte. Okay, is nothing but the secondary oocyte. So once the first meiotic division is completed, how it looks once it's completed, secondary oocyte is formed, right? Secondary oocyte is formed. Secondary oocyte is formed along with the polar body. This polar body will get degenerated. Let's not consider that. So secondary oocyte is nothing but what? Tertiary follicle, which we saw here. Okay, this secondary oocyte will become mature. Okay, will grow in size. Okay, will grow in size, and they are the Graafian follicles. Okay, let me explain that. So this secondary oocyte, right? This secondary oocyte, this is the secondary oocyte. Now the secondary oocyte has nutrients. Okay, why this nutrients is needed is because this secondary oocyte is the one which is going to change it into ovum, and it has to become an embryo, and all that functions is needed, right? Yes, so it wants energy. It wants nutrients, right? The sperm which comes will not bring nutrients. It only brings the genetic materials, right? So it is not giving nutrients or anything. It has to have its own nutrients. So for that they have their own nutrients. That's the thinker. And then this secondary oocyte or the tertiary follicles, it will change it into Graafian follicle. Now let's see how Graafian follicle will look like. Okay, so Graafian follicle will be a bigger size than this secondary follicle. Okay, it will be in big size, and the thing is this in the next to the secondary oocyte, layer of zona pellucida will get formed. Okay, zona pellucida, this is zona pellucida will get formed, and as like earlier they have granulosa cells, they have antrum, they have inner theca interna, they have exter theca externa. So okay, it will look bigger. That's it, it will look bigger. I will explain the structure later. Now let's see this. So this Graafian follicle will get formed, right? So this is Graafian follicle, and this is zona pellucida. Now the Graafian follicle will blast. Okay, will blast. In textbook it will be giving the word of ruptures. So this Graafian follicle will get blasted and this secondary oocyte will come outside the ovary. So that process is called as ovulation. Understood? Ovulation, the process in which the secondary oocyte comes out through Graafian follicle and the ovary. It is called as ovulation. Clear? This is ovulation. So here what happens, guys? Secondary oocyte is reached. The secondary oocyte, once they are the secondary oocyte is the one which is going to be as ovum, right? Yes, this ovum will also have a polar body. It will also get degenerated. This secondary oocyte is nothing but the ovum, right, guys? This secondary oocyte is a immature ovum. Okay, so once they are released after fertilization, they become an ovum. Clear? This is the whole process of oogenesis. Hope you guys can understand. Let me revise these things once again. Video, we have seen the process of oogenesis. Oogenesis is the process of formation of mature female gamete. Mature female gamete is the ovum. So the process of formation of this ovum, that whole process, this whole process is the oogenesis. Okay, so in when the girl baby was in her mother's womb itself, oogonia will get formed. That is, the gamete mother cell will get formed. It will when the baby came out, no formation of this oogonia is going to take place. So it will undergo mitotic differentiation and primary oocyte will get formed, and at the first meiotic division it gets stopped, right? Once she attained puberty, this primary oocyte will get will undergo changing. That is, this primary follicle will become secondary follicle, then to tertiary follicle. This tertiary follicle is nothing but the secondary oocyte. Again a polar body will get formed. It will get degenerated. Then the secondary oocyte will get released. Before releasing, this secondary oocyte will be changed into this Graafian follicles. Okay, the Graafian follicles will be a bigger size compared to the secondary oocyte, and as an immature ovum it will get released. Once they attained once they are fertilized, they are the ovum. Here even a polar body will get formed. It will get degenerated. Clear? In your textbook you can see the picture, right? Let me show you. So here this is mitotic differentiation. Actually, in the inside the fetal life it will occur. I have explained you, right? So 1 will become 2, then again it will become 4, and there 1 is the primary oocyte. Clear? This primary oocyte will stop at the meiotic division, right? I have explained you. Once she attained puberty, it will undergo the division of secondary oocyte and a polar body will get formed and it will get degenerated. This secondary oocyte is the one which is going to be changed into ovum, right? It is going to be changed into ovum. In the ovum even a second polar body is formed. Okay, this is first polar body, guys. I think I haven't mentioned that word. This is first polar body and this is second polar body. Both will get degenerated only. Okay, so this is the first polar body and this is the second polar body. Actually, from the secondary oocyte, she is getting her menstruations, or if she got fertilized, no menstruation will take place. So it is an adult life. Okay, once she attained puberty, it's an adult life. Before that, her childhood time, this what will happen is this primary follicles will get degenerated, right? Millions will be there, then it will become 60,000 to 80,000. When she attained puberty, only 60,000 to 80,000 primary follicles will be available. Clear? This is the whole process of oogenesis. Now let me explain the structure of Graafian follicles with a superb diagram. This is the structure of Graafian follicle. So as I have explained you, when you are seeing this diagram, you can understand so much easily. So guys, this is the secondary oocyte. I have explained you. This is the secondary oocyte, and this is zona pellucida. I have explained you, right? A layer of zona pellucida will get formed. Yes, this is secondary oocyte, and this is sorry, yeah, this is zona pellucida. Okay, right. After that, see here, this is the cavity andrum. I have told you in the secondary follicle stage itself this will get formed. Okay, so surrounding the zona pellucida there will be corona radiala, and this thing I have not explained to you, but those things are called corona radiala. Surrounding the, these are actually granulosa cells only, but since they are surrounding the secondary oocyte, they are called corona radiala, and these are granulosa cells, and inner theca interna and exter theca externa. Okay, this is andra. Clear? This is the structure of Graafian follicle. Hope you guys can understand the process of oogenesis. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video. Bye.